It is May the 12th, 2021. I'm Andy, and this is the Minorcan Mullet Report from the Golden Ray Rec Site in the St.simons Sound. Another good day. Cutting progress is actually visible when you come back the following day. You can look in there and see that progress is being made. You can actually see where the chain had moved, and that is a good thing. Now what we've got now, we've got a little bit of that sound we want to play for you. Again, we're hearing this today. That's a little sound. We're going to have some more of that we're hearing today. We didn't hear it yesterday, but we heard it the day before. A squeal or a high-pitched sound during cutting. And it's been a while since we've heard that. Here's a little more of it. Not sure what's causing that, if that's the chain dragging on the steel or something hanging in there, or maybe something else going on with the cabling system, but it's definitely there. You can really hear it. So yeah, we're not sure what's going on with that, but back to the ship, we can see the chain is progressing. It looks like it is starting to move across what is the top side now of the ship, and the hull side we could definitely tell like it has moved up the hull. Still working through that thicker material on the hull side, but it's obvious that a lot of progress is being made with the cutting. And we expect that this piece will be cut. And just as soon as that chain you'll start to see that angle as it moves up the hull. You'll start to see that angle changing on that inshore side block, and then you know it's really starting to move pretty quick. And we think this is going to progress. If we don't have any trouble, the sound that we heard a little earlier has us a little concerned, but they can work through that, and if that is not an issue, they're going to get through this thing pretty quick. Well, getting out and about today, we found another piece of debris. It was the same sort of material that we saw the day before, that plastic, sticky, protective material that they put over the trim pieces and over the windshields areas to protect the cars. Found another piece of that today. Turned that back over to the crew. Little more debris. Now, what we're not seeing out there as much anymore is after Section 7 has been taken away, it seems that we're having less of the environmental boats out there. We only see a handful of those boats out there working. We don't see them out like we did before. I guess their mindset now is that after that engineering space was gone that contained the engines and all those support machinery that were inside that space have been taken away from the Golden Ray site, that those other vessels aren't needed as much. But we are seeing, and this is just from our perspective, a little more debris that's floating in the water. We're going to pick it up as we see it, but and I'm sure that they still have their crews in place on the beaches, looking for the debris when it makes it up onto the beach. But again, the concern's got to be the stuff that doesn't make it to the beach. Where's it going? What's the going to be the end result of that stuff that floats around out in the water? A little bit of concern. Now, we caught a view of the Amber Dawn making her way back out to the shipping grounds from Brunswick, passing by the Golden Ray. And so we got a little video of this shrimping boat. Beautiful vessel. And this is actually the vessel that won first place in the commercial vessel contest at the Blessing of the Fleet. She was out just beautifully decorated for that event. This was held last Saturday. The Minorcan Mullet won first place in the recreational department. This boat won first place in the commercial division. And we saw her out as she made her way by the wreck site. And we got a little video here of the lighthouse and coming up on the St.simons pier, just kind of looking at St.simons. This would be the view looking back from the wreck site back towards the north and looking along the south end of St.simons Island. Things are picking up on the island. We're starting to see a few more of our visitors that like to be down for the warmer weather. The water temperature is starting to come up, and so the place is starting to get an old familiar feeling again. Everybody's been through enough with the virus protocols that have been in place, but things are slowly getting back to normal here at St.simons. So we thought we'd share a little bit of this beautiful place that we live in, a little slice of paradise here in coastal Georgia with you. Now, for those of you that have been tracking Section 7, it looks like it was handed off to the Crosby Reliant down near Key West, just south of Key West, by the Kirk J. Crosby. The Kirk J. Crosby seems to be making her way back north along the east coast of Florida. And from what we could tell, the Crosby Reliant was headed on across the Gulf of Mexico with Section 7 towards the destination of Gibson, Louisiana, so that piece of the golden ray can undergo salvage, or should I say recycling processing, over at the Mars facility in Gibson, Louisiana. Well, hey, that's going to be it for the report today. I'd like to thank you for joining us. We'll ask you, if you haven't done it yet, please do us a favor and click on that subscribe button. Send us some comments. We know we've been a little slow getting back at the comments, but we try, and we will. Send us some. Hey, most of all, you guys stay safe out there.